There's a power in adversity. It doesn't matter how tough life gets or how many people try to break you. There is purpose in your pain, and it's bigger than what you might understand right now. Sometimes, God places you in the life of a narcissist for a reason you might not fully grasp in the moment, but one that will ultimately bring you closer to your true purpose. When you find yourself in the presence of a narcissist, someone who thrives on manipulation, control, and self-importance, it's easy to feel lost, small, and invisible. But don't be mistaken. The universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in, doesn't put you through this for no reason. This is the test, the trial that will refine you. It will push you to the limits, but only so you can reach the other side stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In the Bible, it says that we are shaped in the fire. The heat of the flames is what refines us. It's not always comfortable, but the process is necessary for growth. That narcissist you're dealing with, they are your fire. The narcissist may try to tear you down, make you feel less than, or make you doubt your worth. But you need to understand something. They're only projecting their own insecurity, their own pain. The truth is, they are broken, just like the rest of us. The only difference is, they wear their brokenness on the outside. Theirs is a pain of pride, and it's a hard thing to watch. But here's the thing. God didn't bring you into that person's life to be a doormat. No. God brought you into their life to show them something they've never seen before. Compassion that they can't manipulate. Integrity that they can't control. The kind of love that has nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. It's important to remember, you are not there to fix them. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to change. But you can remain grounded in who you are. Your job is to grow from the situation, to rise above it, to show that your worth is not determined by their opinion or their actions. In the presence of narcissism, you will learn the value of boundaries. You will learn to say no without guilt. You will learn that your time, your energy, your love is precious and not to be wasted on someone who only wants to drain it. You will learn to let go of people who only take and never give. And through all of this, you will find your strength. You will realize that you were never meant to be someone else's emotional punching bag. You were meant for more. God may put you in the path of a narcissist to help you find your voice, to help you learn the importance of self-respect, and to remind you that you are worthy of love, peace, and respect. It's a tough lesson, but it's one that will change your life forever. When you look at the narcissist, don't just see the person who is trying to tear you down. See the broken person behind the mask. See them as someone who, just like you, is in need of healing. And even if they don't change, you have the power to change yourself. You have the power to rise above, to move on, and to live a life of purpose, peace, and joy. Remember this, God does not make mistakes. If you are where you are today, there's a reason for it. Maybe it's to build your character. Maybe it's to teach you patience. Maybe it's to prepare you for something bigger, something greater. But whatever it is, know this, you are strong enough to face it. You have everything you need within you to rise above. So when you feel like you're drowning in the toxicity of someone else's narcissism, remember who you are. Remember your worth. Don't let their darkness dim your light. Keep pushing forward, keep walking with your head held high, and know that in the end, the narcissist is not the one who wins. You are the one who wins, because you have the strength to walk away, to keep your peace, and to continue becoming the best version of yourself. God put you in their life for a reason, and that reason is for you to grow, to learn, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Don't give up. There's something powerful that happens when we stop seeking validation from others, especially from those who are constantly trying to diminish us. The narcissist thrives on controlling how you see yourself. They want to define your reality, your worth, and your value. But here's the truth. You are not defined by the opinions of anyone, especially not by someone who only sees themselves. Your worth is rooted in something far greater. God put you in the narcissist's life to remind you that your worth does not depend on their approval. Your validation comes from a higher source. It comes from God, from your faith, and from the truth of who you are. Beautiful, capable, and deserving of love and respect. You are a child of God, and no one can take that away from you. Not even the most toxic, self-centered person on the planet. The narcissist will push back. They may try to guilt trip you, make you feel like you're being unreasonable, or even manipulate you with their tears. But don't back down. Stay strong in your decision. Every time you assert your boundaries, you are strengthening your own identity. You are saying to the world, I know who I am, and I won't allow anyone to distort that. It might feel uncomfortable at first. Narcissists are experts at creating chaos when things don't go their way. But trust me, the discomfort will fade, and what you'll find on the other side is a version of yourself you never knew existed. A version of you that is confident, secure, and unshakable. And as you continue on this journey, you'll start to notice something incredible. The narcissist's power over you will diminish. Their manipulations won't work as easily. Their need for control won't have the same effect. And eventually, they will realize something. They can't break you. But it's not just about defeating the narcissist. It's about healing yourself. It's about understanding that your peace is far more valuable than any approval or validation they can offer. No amount of praise, no amount of love bombing, no amount of manipulation is worth your inner peace. You'll reach a point where you don't need them anymore because you've learned to thrive on your own. It's in this process that you discover who you truly are. You start to see your own strength, your own resilience, and your own capacity for love. You no longer rely on external validation to feel whole. You realize that everything you need is already inside you. When you look back at the narcissist, you will no longer feel anger or frustration. Instead, you will feel compassion, because now you understand. You understand their insecurity. You understand their need for control. You understand that their behavior is not about you, but about their own internal battle. And in that understanding, you find peace. Remember this: God didn't put you in the narcissist's life because you were weak or vulnerable. He put you there because He knew you had the strength to overcome. He knew you had the wisdom to learn from the situation and the courage to walk away when the time was right. You may have been shaken, but you are not broken. You may have been tested, but you are stronger now than you ever were before. The narcissist may have tried to make you feel small, but in the end, you will see that you were always meant for greatness. So, stay strong. Stay true to yourself. Trust in God's plan. And when you walk away, walk with your head held high, because you have learned something priceless. Your worth is not dependent on anyone else's opinion. You are enough, just as you are. God placed you in that narcissist's life for a reason, and that reason is to remind you of your strength, your worth, and your purpose. So walk in your power, and know that no matter what happens, you are destined for greatness. The road to healing is rarely linear. It's filled with setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when you question yourself. But let me remind you of something important. Healing is not about erasing the pain. It's about transforming it. It's about turning the hurt, the confusion, and the heartache into fuel for your growth. And in that process, you become stronger. You become more compassionate. You become the person God always intended for you to be. You see, God's plan for your life isn't about avoiding suffering or staying in comfort. It's about developing the resilience to face challenges head-on and rise from them. Every time you're knocked down, you're given an opportunity to rise stronger than before. And that narcissist, they were a catalyst. They were the instrument that brought about this transformation, whether they realize it or not. What they didn't know, what they couldn't understand, is that every time they tried to bring you down, they were actually helping you rediscover who you are. You were never meant to be their target. You were never meant to shrink yourself in their presence. Instead, you were meant to stand tall, to learn your worth, and to walk away when it's time. But that journey isn't easy. It takes courage. It takes the bravery to face your fears and the strength to walk away from what's familiar. It takes the humility to admit that, yes, you've been hurt, but that doesn't define you. What defines you is how you rise from that hurt. What defines you is your ability to forgive, not for their sake, but for your own peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning their behavior. It means releasing yourself from the grip of anger and resentment. It means choosing peace over pain, healing over bitterness. And let me tell you something, you have the power to choose peace. The narcissist's behavior is a reflection of their own turmoil, not yours. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you will start reclaiming your life. As you continue to walk this path, it's important to recognize one undeniable truth. The narcissist's purpose in your life was not just to challenge you, but to unveil the incredible power that resides within you. Sometimes we go through life without fully understanding just how strong we are. We settle into comfort zones, we tolerate things we shouldn't, and we let people treat us in ways that are far less than what we deserve. But when we face adversity, especially from someone like a narcissist, it forces us to awaken. It forces us to see ourselves clearly and realize that we've been undervaluing our own potential. You were never weak, but sometimes life has a way of bringing you face to face with your own power, and it does so in unexpected ways. The narcissist's manipulative tactics, their demeaning words, their attempts to control you, these are not the things that define you. In fact, they are the things that reveal your strength. When you withstand their toxicity, when you stand firm and say, "I will not let you break me," you discover a depth of resilience within yourself that you may have never realized existed. That's what the narcissist doesn't want you to know, that they can't break you. Their attempts to tear you down, to distort your reality, and to make you question your worth will only have power over you if you let it. And once you realize that, the game changes. You stop seeing them as a source of pain and start seeing them as a mirror that reflects not your weakness, but your strength. It may feel like you're losing in the moment. It may feel like the narcissist has all the control, that they're manipulating situations to their advantage. But remember, in this battle for your peace, you hold the trump card. You have the ability to walk away. You have the ability to say, "I don't need this." And that choice, that is your ultimate power. The longer you stay in the toxic environment they create, the more you allow their world to shape yours. But when you make the choice to break free, to stop tolerating their chaos, you are not just walking away from them. You are walking towards your own freedom, towards your own happiness, towards a life where you are in control, where you are respected, and where you are truly valued for who you are. It's important to remember that healing is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen because you simply wish it away. But every day, every moment that you choose to stand tall in your truth, you are moving closer to the person you are destined to be. Every boundary you set, every decision to protect your peace, every time you refuse to engage with their manipulations, you are creating a new reality for yourself, one where you are no longer a victim, but a victor. The narcissist will likely try to convince you that you are crazy, that you are overreacting, that you are the problem. But do not fall for it. These are the same tactics they use to deflect from their own issues. They want you to doubt yourself so they can continue to control the narrative. But you know better now. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not the problem. You are someone who has finally woken up to the truth of their actions. And in waking up, you start to reclaim your peace, your clarity, and your purpose. God put you in this situation for a reason. It wasn't to teach you to stay in toxic relationships or to be a passive participant in someone else's emotional drama. No, God placed you there to teach you the value of self-love, to remind you that you are worthy of respect, and to show you the immense strength that lies within you. You are learning that you are not someone's emotional punching bag. You are not here to fix anyone or to endure unnecessary pain. You are here to live your life to the fullest, to serve your purpose, and to become the person you were always meant to be. And as you grow, you will find that there are fewer and fewer people who will tolerate your light. Narcissists thrive in environments where they are the center of attention, where they can control the narrative, where they can manipulate and exploit others. But as you rise, you will find that they can't stand your light. They will try to pull you back, to drag you down to their level. But now you know better. You won't let them. You will refuse to dim your light for anyone. That is the power of healing, of choosing your peace over their chaos. The more you stand in your truth, the more you refuse to accept less than what you deserve, the more you will attract people who truly value you, people who respect you, people who honor your boundaries. And those are the relationships that will fuel your growth, that will build you up instead of tear you down.